certainly am very much interested in pursuing it with the county. I think we would try to establish a much better enhanced relationship with the city and the county. I was just with the county commissioner, Gene Locke, on yesterday, working on some stuff. The same thing, the crime lab is one of those things that we're looking at. So it may not end up being a total merger, but it may be a lot more collaboration, which can produce some cost savings.
And can you speak to what exactly the benefit would be for the city if you were to pursue?
Well, the benefit is that we don't need a lot of redundancy. I mean, the state DPS has a crime lab, the county has a crime lab, the city has a crime lab. So you got three entities covering the same sort of the geographical area, although the state is much larger. So to the extent we can work collaboratively and reduce some of the redundancy, then hopefully that will save some dollars on the county end as well as save some dollars on the city end. That's the hope, and then produce a product that's credible in the end in terms of investigating and solving crimes. So that's the hope. I'm certainly open to it. I don't come to the table saying this is mine and I don't want to relinquish it. I approach it not trying to be territorial, just trying to get the best result for the people of the city of Houston.
Aside from those preliminary talks, has the city or any of its budget officials taken concrete steps to try to see what the logistics would be on this front, or is it still a high-level conversation?
I've asked Andy Eakin, for example, to take a more detailed look at it, to drill down at it, and then there's a part of the transition team on public safety in their draft reports. They've taken a more in-depth look at it as well. And in their draft analysis to me, they have spoken that there may be some opportunities there to collaborate and do some cost sharing. So once those things are final and after getting with Andy, and then having some conversations with the county, then we'll see what the end result is. If we can produce a better result and save some money, then I'm all for it.
Mayor, I notice your Super Bowl pin on your shoulder, and I know we're all quite excited about the game.
And I'm excited, Ted, about more than 1.1 million people coming to Houston. I had an opportunity to go out along with Mr. Rinsky, people from police, fire, public works, myself, and the Bay Area did an excellent job in putting on a Super Bowl. I am anticipating that the city of Houston will do even better. We have an opportunity to start to tell Houston's story to the national and international media that was there. So I think we're off to a good start, and people in the city are excited about the Super Bowl.
I am too. One of the people that you took was Andy Eakin as well.
Economic development.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
He flew on Rick Campo's plane with you, and I'm curious when you authorized that trip, as it would seem to touch on the city's gift policy to fly with
whatever whatever the reporting requirements are, I intend to comply with it. I don't think I was trying to hide from anybody that I was in San Francisco.
Sir, I'm not suggesting that you were hiding. You were well posted on social media, as were all of the attendees. But the question is, there's a city gift policy that suggests that when you take something from even an offer of transportation from someone who's an official,
yes, sir,
that it's supposed to be authorized in writing by the mayor.
Well, if that's the case, then it's certainly authorized by the mayor because the mayor approved it because the mayor was there.
Did you do that in writing? I mean, the policy says in writing.
I understand, and whatever the reporting requirements are, we will do that. But our presence in San Francisco and the Bay Area was a tremendous plus for the city of Houston. I firmly stand by, would do it again. This is about telling Houston's story. This is about letting the world know that we are a major player in this city. There were mayors there and others there from South Carolina and Minneapolis that's going to be hosting the Super Bowl after us. So
I'm not questioning the entirety of the trip, sir. I was told you waived the executive order regarding gifts, and I was curious when you did that and why.
Well, the employee worked with me.
I understand, sir. The policy says you have to authorize the trip before the trip in writing. And then your press office told us you waived that policy. So
Well, I waived and authorized it. The employee was needed to go on the trip with me. And so he did go with me, and I was proud to have him there, and it was beneficial. And while we were out there, it was not just about the Super Bowl, because we ended up talking to the key executives at Chevron, where they are laying a number of people off. But Houston is a very important city for them. And then we had an opportunity to talk to ARB about their coming to this city in a major way. And it was important for the economic development person to be there with me. So
can't wait for kickoff.
I can't wait either. And I know you will be covering it along with your station.
Deal.
Mayor, back to recycling.
Yes.
The recycling truck is coming by my neighborhood tomorrow. Should I take out all the glass now, or is there a transition period?
Well, we hope you will start taking it out now. To the extent you're aware of that, I would encourage people to start taking out their glass now. Now, the contract does provide us a little lead time to recognize that everyone is not going to be aware of it. But to the extent you are aware, and if you recycle, then I will ask that you separate the glass out and take it to one of the 10 neighborhood depositories.
Okay. And so, I mean, there's been a lot of talk about how people are not going to know immediately that this is even in effect. When I've talked to many people that had no idea this is happening.
And that's why we anticipate we're taking about 4 months to provide that information to educate people. So there will be an enhanced education program to encourage people, to let them know that to separate their glass out from the green bins and to take it to a neighborhood depository location.
And so what's the difference to when if people continue to put their glass in the bins, does that even save any money then?
We factored in the fact that there was glass be put in the bins. That's why the maximum cost of the recycling contract is $5.7 million. To the extent we can reduce the amount that's in the green bins with glass, it will lower that cost from 5.7 to a lower amount. So we factored in that glass will still be appearing in the bins.
For the entire 2 years? Or?
Yes, sir.
And the money is going to be $90 a ton.
I'm sorry?
The money that
It's
you're going to pay?
$90 a ton.
It's $90.
It's $90 instead of
And $5 million for 2 years.
right about $5.7 million for 2 years. It's a 2-year flat deal.
Mayor, you mentioned an education process
Yes.
with this the removal of glass. Can you walk us through exactly what?
We've already sent out notices on, is it CitizenNet, which covers about 125,000 people. We've already done that. We intend to send out some postcards to let people know that, asking them to separate the glass out. Certainly, looking at all of you to get the word out. Visiting with super neighborhoods. Just trying to get out the word as much as possible over the next 3 to 4 months to encourage people to separate the glass.
And will Waste Management still recycle it for 4 months glass, or will they not recycle it for those 4 months?
They probably will not. Yes,
Well,
sir.
one last airport question for you. And for what it's worth, I have taken the glass out of my recycling bin.
Thank you.
I hope that's helpful.
Very much appreciated.
You said you're looking back, not looking forward. You're doing some things different from the last
Looking forward, not looking back.
Sorry. Almost got you. Got it. That was not a trick. Please.
I'm listening very, very carefully.
You're very good. Your legal department is keeping some records from us. We've asked for some emails and various documents as it relates to this airport process from the last administration. Why not release those?
I don't know what you're seeking, and I'll leave it up to the legal department. But what I will say to you is that I came in office on January the 4th of 2016. The contract that was before me at the time that was on my desk has been ripped up.
Right, absolutely.
We're not proceeding on that.
Absolutely. So why not release those documents from before your time?
I can, number one, I certainly would not ask me to respond to a question that I don't know exactly. I don't know the details of what you're speaking of. And I will leave it to the legal department to handle any of those legal type questions. What I can say to you is that the process that has been put in place is one that I can vehemently defend and stand by. And the chief procurement officer is in charge over this particular deal as we move forward. I can speak to that. Okay.
And maybe just one more question on recycling. You said it's not